Alright, so, back in the aisle. Or on the aisle, rather. And the Twitch app on my iPad had an update, and I was just figuring out how to access the chat, because they completely redid the layout of the app, which I haven't decided if I like it more or less yet. I hope that I end up liking it. It seems a little more cleaner. They added a dark mode, which is nice, if I'm recording late at night or whatever. Anywho, we're back in the aisle, and today we're going to go back into the... And I just checked it, and there were, 32 players, which is quite a lot of players. I believe the last few times I streamed this map, there were about maybe 24 or between 12 and 24 people. So there's quite a few people in this map today, and that's exciting. So we've played as Drysaurus, we've played as Acrocanthosaurus, and today I think we're going to start something a little bit different. Today I think I'm going to be covering the 3 Ceratopsids in this game. Playing as them, they'll all have, the same-ish play style. You'll be more of a defensive, slow-moving herbivore that wanders through the oasis and has to defend itself and eat food and drink water. I want to cover all 3 Ceratopsids because, first off, Triceratops is one of the more famous dinosaurs. But also its 2 relatives, Avaceratops and Diabloceratops, are lesser known. And we're going to start with the Avaceratops. This skin might make sense for a desert environment, but also this one would as well. I'm thinking the darker skin would be better. Alright. And while I don't have any particular facts that are exclusive to Avaceratops, I will be going over some Ceratopsid information in general. Over the course of this video. Okay, so I can kind of rut. Ooh, I can. Anyone over there? Anyway. Alright, let's get to this high ground and see what's around us. I think this is the same spawn point as yesterday, as the Acro. Oh, nice. What graphics card in PSU did you end up getting? Wow, this thing has... It's not particularly fast, but it has a lot of stamina and a low drain, which I like because I can move faster and not be penalized and have to rest every 5 minutes, like I did with the Acro. The Acro had terrible stamina drain, stamina. Okay. GTX 1050 Ti and 450 watt, 80 plus. That graphics card I'm envious of. Mine's only 960. So that's really cool. Max frames. I locked mine at 60 just because, I've encountered people that game on PCs and they're like, oh yeah, I can run Counter-Strike Geo on 200 frames, and that sort of thing has its merit if you're playing like online in a professional arena. But for me, what I do, and honestly, like, I don't think the human eye can distinguish anything higher than 60 frames or something like that. I don't know, but that's really cool. However, if I were you, I would be careful with the 450 watt power supply. It's generally recommended that you get 500 watts plus. I think my PSU is 6 or 650. But if you can run a gaming rig at 450, go right ahead, be my guest. I'm certainly no expert on the topic. I've only built 2 PCs, and they're not super high-end or anything, but they get the job done. Okay, there's a dinosaur down there, so we're gonna head down there. Oh, hello. I think this dinosaur and this Pew and I have the same idea. Yeah, with the 4-legged dinosaurs. I forget what the name of them scientifically is. You can definitely, I can see what you're talking about yesterday with the front feet not touching the ground. We got maybe a Giga or a T-Rex over here and something else. It does sound a bit like a broken horn. But I do like it. It sounds a little bit bird-like, a little bit reptilian. Anyway, Avaceratops is a member of the Ceratopsid family. And it's the smallest one in this game. Diablo and Triceratops are they're larger animals. The Ceratopsids are one of the most successful, or were one of the most successful families of animals, not only during the dinosaurs' time, but of all time. They've documented over dozens of species all across the world. The U.S., Asia, South America, North America. They expanded all across the globe, which is very impressive. Even more impressive considering that the bigger ones, like Triceratops, they evolved and were still successful at a time when Pangea was broken apart and they had to fill more specific niches, but they still all retain the same kind of body shape, a big kind of robust body with the frill, the horns. The innate horn designs and frill designs of the Ceratopsids always caught my attention. As an adult, as a kid, I always loved to see the ornate designs. It's very much like, bird crest variety or bird color variety and feathers. I think I'm going to give this predator kind of a wide berth. I don't know. I should kind of keep track if I recognize any of these names, but I don't at the moment. And I don't know if these players are going to be... Ooh, hello. If these players are going to be aggressive or whatever, so... Where did that Sue or Pew go? I always call them Sues, but that's not correct. Avaceratops, the fossils that people have found were found in Montana. So the same area, the American West, as other species are found. Triceratops and Avoceratops are also found in the American West. In the what is it? It's the Upper Cretaceous, the latter half of the Cretaceous. And Avaceratops lived around 77 million years ago, which means it actually existed closer to now than Triceratops did. Looking on the Wikia for this game, this is the best tier, one of the best tier 2 dinosaurs in terms of, I guess, health or attack. I think it does like 50 damage per rut or per swing. Maybe 50? I'm not sure. I should double check it, but... Alright, I know there was... Oh, there's a big ol'... Is that a Dinosaur up there? Hello? Or are you... Oh, okay, that person logged out. Never mind. Oh, there's a Spinosaurus over there. I wonder why this bush does not disappear. The other ones disappear right away whenever I eat them. And this one doesn't seem to do that. Maybe that Spino knows what's up. Maybe I'll follow where he's going. Yeah, in a bit. There's been a wide variety of, I guess you could call it herd or group behavior for ceratopsids. Many have suggested that they traveled in large herds, that someone suggested that they were more deer-like and had, they stuck to kind of local families of, maybe there were some alpha members and some offspring that hung around and lived together. And others suggest that they might have been more solitary than that. I might touch on it here in this video.